Well, the busy holiday travel season is well underway, but wild weather could be delaying some of your travel plans. Severe weather is in the forecast for much of the southeast, with heavy rainfall, high winds, and even the potential for dangerous tornadoes. Meanwhile, heavy snowfall is in the forecast for much of the northwest, which could delay flights and disrupt drivers traveling during one of the busiest travel periods of the year. AAA is estimating a record 119 million travelers this holiday season, with 90% of those people choosing to travel by car this year. NewsNation correspondent Caitlin Becker is live at LaGuardia Airport here in New York City for us. So, Caitlin, how could weather disrupt travel plans, and what days are expected to be some of the busiest?
Well, luckily today is not expected to be one of the busiest, which you can see behind me. It's not crazy here at LaGuardia Airport, but the weather is impacting travel in a big way. So it's a good thing that there's not a ton of people here. I mean, look at these numbers right here. This is since 10 a.m. 948 delays, 35 cancellations in just a couple of hours. It's just delays on delays on delays. We're in the thousands throughout this day already. And look at the areas where the delays are concentrated. Dallas, Fort Worth in particular is dealing with thunderstorms. So you're seeing the weather there having a major impact. Some of the other areas that are getting hit hard with delays are being impacted by low clouds. So areas of Aspen, flights coming into JFK, flights trying to get into the Palm Beach area. And when I say delays, we're not talking 10, 15, 20 minutes. In these areas, Anna, that are being impacted by this low cloud cover, we're looking at 2, 3, 4 hours for delays from inbound flights. So you're just seeing it really kind of add up. And the wet weather is happening coast to coast, north to south. So there really isn't an area that's able to avoid it right now with this holiday travel. Now, the good thing, like I said, is the fact that today is not one of the peak travel days. The busiest travel day coming up is Monday the 30th. People trying to get home after that Christmas holiday, but before New Year's Eve. That's going to be a really huge travel day. TSA is already expecting to screen record numbers of travelers. But the good thing there is that by that time, some of that wet weather will have dried up in parts of the country, Anna.
Yeah, good deal, because the trickle down with all the connection flights, it impacts a lot more than just where the wild weather is. I had a delay from Charlotte to New York City just last night. Want to get your take on this, because another stowaway managed to get on board a major airline's plane. What do we know about increased airport security during these busy travel times?
Yeah, we know that this season of holiday travel is going to be record-breaking, and TSA was expecting to screen something like 40 million travelers between this whole holiday season here, which ends on January 2nd. So they're really prepared for a just wide swath of people to be going through these security checkpoints. But somehow, on Christmas Eve, someone managed to slip through it at Seattle. In Seattle, trying to head to Honolulu. Who wouldn't want to go to Honolulu on Christmas Eve? I get that, but probably, you know, you need a ticket in order to do that. But somehow, for a Delta flight, an unticketed passenger managed to get on the plane. They realized the error during taxi before takeoff, so they didn't actually depart that flight as protocol. They had to go back to the gate. The person was removed from the plane and then arrested. But Hannah, everybody else also had to deplane and go through the TSA checkpoint a second time. This was just out of an abundance of caution.
Yeah, of course.
Now, this is the second time this has happened this holiday season, also on a Delta flight. That's what we're looking at here from November. This was someone who went from JFK, managed to stow away on the flight successfully, and land in Paris. They were discovered when that plane landed, taken off, and then sent back. But, you know, you travel every single weekend. We travel all the time in this business. How many times as you're going through the airport do you have to show your boarding pass? I can think of at least 3. So the fact that this happened multiple times, they were able to get through security without a boarding pass, get on the plane without showing a boarding pass. It's kind of scary when you think about it, but hopefully these are just 2 isolated incidents, Anna.
Yeah, 100%. You wonder how on earth that could happen when you're constantly having to get your own boarding pass out, or your phone, or wherever you've got it. NewsNation Caitlin Becker live at LaGuardia Airport here in New York City. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.